Hello students, today we will learn the third chapter of our practice book that is named as the compound sentence. As we all know that already we learned the chapter sentence, so now we have to start the third chapter. Means after the sentence chapter we have to also understand about the compound sentence. Let's start. Before starting the understanding of the compound sentence, we have to take a review of the simple sentence. After again understanding about the simple sentence, we will start the understanding of compound sentence. So as you are watching that simple sentences, that simple sentence that have only one subject and only one predicate, and if it is making a complete sense, then it is known as simple sentence. We already knows about the simple sentence in which there is only one subject and one predicate will be there, and also it will make a complete sense, means it will give you a complete meaning of that one subject and one predicate. It is known as simple sentence. Also we have to take the review of the about the subject and the predicate one by one. So let's understand the subject of the sentence. Means the part of a sentence, means which that part of a sentence which gives you the names of the person or things, that is known as subject. Means we are speaking about any names of the person and any things, that is the part of the sentence which is known as subject. Now talking about the part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject, that is known as predicate. Means predicate is also the part of the sentence and it tells something more about the subject. If we know something about the subject, and that portion of the sentence is known as predicate. As we are watching the example of the simple sentence and the compound sentence, so just only look at the first sentence, that is I don't want to make mistakes. As the definition of the subject is that the part of the sentence which name the person. So what is the name of the person here? I is the name of the person, so that it is the subject of the sentence. And as we all know that the predicates are the part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject. Means what the subject is doing. Subject is doing that subject don't want to make mistakes. So it is the part in which we are knowing that about the sentence, that subject don't want to make mistakes. So as the definition of the predicate, that the part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject, and that is predicate. Means predicate is here don't want to make mistakes. Now it's time to understand the compound sentence. That a compound sentence is made up of two or more clauses which are independent of each other, and they are of the same order or rank and can stand on their own. All this means they are coordinated clauses. Means the combination of two or more clauses are known as coordinate clauses. So here is a new thing, that is clauses. We have to understand it also later after this, but before that we have to understand the compound sentence. Means it is compound sentence is made up of two or more clauses and both all are independent of each other. Means they will carry their each individual meaning, and they are attached with a compound sentence in the same order or the rank as it can stand on their own meaning. Means one clauses are connected with the another clauses as per their meaning. Means first the meaning of the first clauses continues to the another clauses meaning continued with the another clauses, so that the combination of these all clauses are known as coordinate clauses. Now it's time here to know more about the clauses. Now talking about the clauses, what are the clauses? It is just like also as a simple sentence, but what the thing we have to know about the clauses, that a group of also words which has one subject and one predicate and it's a part of a longer sentence, means always clauses are used in the compound sentence, because compound sentence are also known as a longer sentences, means where we will see the combination of two or more clauses. But we have to keep in mind that in the compound sentences there is the sentence mixture, combination of sentences, which is not known as sentences, it is known as clauses, and it also carries one subject and one predicate, and whatsoever it is used in the compound sentence, means a longer sentences, is known as clauses. We must have to remember about this, that compound sentence, whatsoever the sentences are used, these sentences are known as clauses, means compound sentence is the mixture of two or more sentences, that is known as clauses. Now let's again the second example. It is the example of compound sentence in which we are watching two sentences. It is known as clauses, means here it is two clauses. For example, first clauses is I have sold them all my life, and the second one clauses is I still make mistakes, means it is the compound sentence where it is the mixture of two clauses and it is joined with but. So as we all understand that the compound sentence is the combination of two or more clauses, and they are coming in the same order as per their meaning, and all the meanings are connected with each other and form a compound sentence. Now I think it is clear. So in next time we will learn its worksheets. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.